Now, how to do when we know about these four quadrants? The things that are in very urgent and very important, it's like short time crisis. It's like if you don't attend them, they will create crisis. Like you are given the electricity bill amount, you are given the amount by your father, you have to go and pay it. If you don't pay it, if you don't go and address that one, what happens? It will lead to a crisis. So after a few days, the person will come and he will disconnect the electricity. Then you are throwing yourself into a crisis, or you have to again pay the extra fine, and then you have to pay it again. So paying anyway is a unavoidable thing, but whether you are doing it with fine or without fine depends upon are you able to manage the task properly or not. Next, second one is the focus, means the things that are not very, very urgent, but they need to be focused. We should allocate right time to that one. Now, everyone has some goal that we have to be this in given amount of time. So that is not urgent. If you want to be successful by 28, now if you are not 28, now you have enough number of years, but that doesn't mean that you don't allocate time or create milestones for yourself. You have to focus. Now, third one is avoid. If it is not important, but it seems to be urgent, then try to avoid it. Try to avoid those tasks and always limit the non-urgent and non-important tasks. See that how many can you delete and limit it. Please see all those tasks and avoid them. So next, the new theory now, as I told you, the revolutionary concept of time management has arrived when we started giving it an emotional quotient of significance. It's not just important. Have you realized the significance of doing a task? Then you will never feel that you have wasted time on it, or you are not allocating the time according to the expectations of whatever the priority list that you have made. What is this? The third dimension is significance. So if urgency says that how soon does a task matter, importance says that how much does a task matter? How much is it important? How much is important to watch a favorite movie? How much is it important to complete this Excel sheet assigned to me by my boss? How much is this important for me to schedule this meeting and give the meeting plan? How much? That tells importance. And how long does it matter? Is what the significance factor gives. Because if I am running out of time and I am doing something because I am running out of time, but yet I did not realize how important is it, I will just do it in my own way, and again it may lead to a time waste, because you may have to redo the work, you may have to replan the work, you may have to re-perform the work. So that whatever we have this feeling that we are wasting the time will decrease. It will also decrease our stress about time management if you can find the real significance behind everything that we do. So that is a new perspective. So when you are giving it the emotional perspective, you are not only just giving the time, saving the time, you are even multiplying the time. So you can multiply your time by giving yourself the emotional permission to spend time on things of today that will give you more time of tomorrow. What does it mean? Let me explain. Now, we had in this quadrant that something which is, there are things like you are not able to prioritize. You know that it is not important, but it looks like urgent. And sometimes some tasks you feel like it is not important, it is not urgent, but yet you are interested to do. Then you are not able to prioritize properly. Now, the significance factor, the emotional quotient factor will support you when you are lagging your prioritization skills. Then what we have to do is try to find a significance in that task. Try to find a significance in that. For example, every day think that you have a habit of spending some half an hour in talking to your group of friends. It's like every day you have a group call or group chat or something which you generally spend time for 30 minutes. It gets extended. Sometimes it goes to 30 to 45 minutes. Or you four friends are meeting downstairs every day, talking something about discussing something or discussing the good things of the day. Yes, it's a very good stress buster for you. It's a very good me time for you. Yes. But now you are introduced to a new task that why don't you learn some this language or this programming, or why don't you learn this new skill every day? So what is the time left to you? That out of your schedule, you are not able to allocate this time. Only if you can sacrifice this time that you are talking with your friends, only then you will be able to get into that particular skill training or enhancement training. We know that it is very easy for elders to say that why do you waste your time talking to your friends, why don't you put it here. It's very easy for a parent or for your guide or someone to tell that, your mentor to tell that, okay, don't waste time, just stop talking. But in your mind you should give that emotional permission. You should be able to think, you should get convinced that yes, why don't I put time, why don't I cut off this time and put the time in my learning new things, because if I learn this, how will this help me in the future? How will this help me in the future? That is what we have to put a question to ourselves. If we get a convincing answer, if we are able to find a convincing reasoning for that one, we will not feel stressed, or we will not feel the foam of fear of missing out something. We will not feel that we are not able to give time for ourselves. We will not feel that we are overburdening ourselves with lot of tasks. We will not feel that we are lot of busy. We will not do all these things, because you will start enjoying the task what you are doing. So that emotional permission we should be able to give. Another very general example I will give you. As we give a lot of skill trainings, we see that we schedule the meetings in different odd times. Sometimes the meetings are for 1 hour, for 1.5 hours, somewhere in the evening. Then people who enroll into those training programs, but yet we see a gradual decrease over a period of time. When we ask them what is the reason, then they will say that this is the time that I allocate for my devotional purposes. The day I started, I am not able to do my meditation. I am not able to do my spiritual things for someone. I am not able to allocate time. I am not able to feed my baby, for someone says. I am not able to what we say, attend my children. Someone says that I am not able to go somewhere. I am just fixed in these meetings now. So many reasons we get. So how many days will be the training program? It will be hardly for 10 days or 15 days. But what happens is people are not ready to miss these things even for 10 or 15 days, because they are not able to find the significance of this training versus the work they do every day. So if they can find the significance that even if I don't play with someone for 10 days also, whatever the skill I am learning, how is it applicable for me in my future life? How will it enhance my personal life? How will it enhance my professional life? How will it accompany my growth? If they can understand this thing, then they will not feel bad about not being attending other.